Redute's Choice, but he can't go on. Miss Pennymoney's gone past him, but Testa Rossa's clear.
Adam, a horse like Testa Rossa, a stallion who's rising 28, it's just been wonderful to see the condition that he's in here at Vinery Stud, and he obviously means so much to so many people here.
He does. He's been here at Vinery for a very long time now, so he's part of the furniture, so to speak. But he's just a lovely horse to have around. Such a good temperament. From the day we got him as a young stallion, he just had that real good demeanour about him, and he's been a popular horse. Even with the many visitors that we have here at the farm. I know in our open day, a lot of people come up to me and ask if they can come and see Testa Rossa, and if I happen to point him out in the paddock, you can just see the glee in people's faces when they realise it's Testa Rossa out there.
Belvalon and Testa Rossa are coming now. Testa Rossa's going to blow them away in the last 100.
On the racetrack, and this is the incredible thing, people forget how great these horses are that become good stallions. 6 Group 1s, but he was also second in that incredible Caulfield Guineas to Redute's Choice, the 2 top colts of that era, and 4th in Sunlion's Cox Plate, and winning so many other stakes races. He was one right out of the box.
He was an absolute star on the racetrack, there's no doubt, and let's not forget that he also won a Magic Millions, in his 2-year-old years. So, he was an absolute star. As you said, he was a 6-time Group 1 winner from, 1,000 metres. He won a Lightning Stakes in a tick over 56 seconds, and then up to a mile. And I think when he won one of those mile races, he was carrying 59 kilos on a heavy track and came from barrier 16. So he was an absolute superstar on the racetrack. We all remember that, very memorable Caulfield Guineas with Redute's Choice. And it was such a good stallions race, Also behind him that day were Commands and Pins. So he was a true racetrack star.
And of course he's had the Group 1 winners. We know, of course, Hortensia, she's gone and won a Nunthorpe. We see when these horses overseas can go and do that. Testifiable, Rostova, those sorts of horses. But as a broodmare sire, we've even just seen Vow and Declare winning recently, years after winning a Melbourne Cup, winning a group race. But there's so much longevity to these stallions through the pedigree pages of their daughters. What's his day-to-day care? He looks in incredible condition.
Oh, look, not much has changed really. He's been a wonderful stallion for us, and he gets, treated exactly the same as the other boys. The only thing he's not doing is covering the mares. He might spend a little bit more time out in his paddock now, but he's still got his stall in the stallion barn and gets treated the same. So, he's just a wonderful horse to have around, and we love having him here.
And I was interested just hearing your stallion guys saying, as far as, his joints and keeping them cool, he stays out at night and he's perfectly happy. These horses, they do enjoy being a horse, don't they?
Absolutely. He loves his paddock. He's the only stallion that we've got here that's got a tree in his paddock, and he loves to park himself under that tree in the summer, and he's just at home here, and we love him to death, and he's a star to us.
What would you say to people that might be a smaller operation about looking after these stallions later in life?
Just to keep their routine, pretty much as what they've had it, even when they're covering mares. So, I think that horses are very much adapted to the routine, especially stallions. So. Just that TLC, and the boys that work with Testa know him inside out, so that makes a big difference.